What's up, everybody? I'm Phil. That's Sam.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel.
If you're subscribed, you know who we are. If you're new here, welcome. Glad that you're joining us to check out some of the Beatles. We got Penny Lane on the agenda for today.
Yeah, and we have done quite a few Beatles songs on the channel. Some of them we unfortunately had some copyright issues or they were blocked. So
yeah,
I guess we've done more than you guys have probably seen, but
that's right. And with that said, if there is any kind of overlay on this video, guys, that is why, because sometimes our videos get blocked when we do the Beatles, which really sucks because obviously they are
that doesn't happen this time.
Super talented and we've loved doing them thus far. Although, as we've said in a few videos now, I'm much more familiar because my dad was a big Beatles fan growing up. I don't know, obviously, their whole catalog, and I don't recognize this name. But before I get into why I may recognize it, you and your journey with the Beatles has been much more eye-opening on the channel because it's been a first-time listen on a lot of the songs that I've done.
Yeah, I didn't really have much exposure to the Beatles growing up like you did. I also had to laugh because you just said that. I made Phil's dad a card for his birthday, and it had a little cartoon Beatles picture on the wall, and he was telling us all about the Beatles cartoon that we didn't know existed.
Yeah. So we were learning something from my dad about the Beatles, but you didn't get to see us react to that cartoon, so maybe we should do that because we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
That could be cool.
Find some YouTube clips out there of the Beatles cartoon. Anyways, I was just gonna say about Penny Lane. We were reading that this went to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart, so clearly it was a very popular single of theirs. Went to #2 in the UK, and so I would not be surprised if I recognize this one. I just don't recognize the name of it, so we'll see when we get into it. But if you guys enjoy this one and you forgot about it and you want to add it to your playlist, you can find in the description down below. You got links to Apple, Spotify, YouTube, your streaming platform that you want to add it to. You can go in and click on that and you can add it to your playlist and you're good to go. If you enjoy the video, just remember to hit the like button, guys, and if you want to subscribe, we'd love to have you. You ready to kick things off?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go.
In Penny Lane there is a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to know, and all the people that come and go stop and say hello. On the corner is a banker with a motor car, the little children laugh at him behind his back, and the banker never wears a mask in the pouring rain. Very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies I sit, and meanwhile back in Penny Lane there is a fireman with an hourglass, and in his pocket is a portrait of the Queen. He likes to keep his fire engine clean. It's a clean machine. Penny Lane is in my ears and in.
That was cool. Whatever that instrument was for the solo.
Trumpet.
Is that what that was? Yeah, probably like a brass instrument.
Yeah, it was great. So also I clued in midway through. Big shout out to Mary because she's the one that made a request for this song.
Oh.
Mary's made so many requests on the channel. She's been such a huge sponsor of our channel.
Thank you so much, Mary.
Thank you so much, Mary. We were just like so excited about doing the Beatles again, and that slipped our mind. So apologies to you, Mary, but we are grateful for you. Yeah. Anyways, we got the Beatles, Penny Lane. What are your thoughts so far, Sam?
I feel like this sounds very different than a lot of the stuff that we've done
In
from
what
them
way?
so
What do you
far.
feel like it sounds different?
I feel like it
How,
still
I should say.
has kind of this like upbeat positive kind of sound to it, like a lot of the other stuff. But I just feel like the composition is a little bit different. Like I said, it has the trumpet in it, which I feel like is a little bit different.
Yeah.
And even kind of just like the steady rhythm of it, I feel like it almost sounds a little bit more like anthemic than like just in the musical components than normal. It's also interesting because it sounds like they're describing this place and all of the people that they're seeing in this
Penny
place.
Lane.
Yeah, right. But like almost like they're walking down the street and they're just describing who they're seeing, right? Like the banker, the barber shop, the what was the other one? The firefighter.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't have understood what was going on so much without the video because we saw the shot of the street sign.
Yes.
Right in the beginning, Penny
And
Lane.
they were kind of like walking down the street in the beginning.
Yeah, so I think we're getting the picture painted for us through the lyrics, and that's a little bit different for the Beatles. I think, you know, the storytelling vibe is not always what you get. You got a lot of great, fantastic love songs that we've experienced,
Yes, that's totally true.
But I think what you're highlighting is just that the Beatles, you can't box them in, and that's why they're so renowned, because they can
so
do
different.
so much creative concepts with their music and sound so fresh, so different, and so dynamic every single time you get on a song, right?
I can imagine when you were, you know, like for people who were younger when this was all first coming out, like it was like you never know what you're getting with that. It was probably always a surprise when they were having a new release, right?
One thing you can count on with them though is an uplifting sound. I feel like most of the time, anyways. You know, it's hard not to listen to a Beatles song and then come away without a smile on your face.
Yeah,
right. Because
I would say more of this, like more often than not, that's what I've heard from them. That kind of energy.
Anyways, I'll add some more closing thoughts. Don't want to keep running my mouth too long here. We'll run it back a little bit and discuss a little more at the end.
It's a clean machine. Penny Lane
Fire.
is in my ears and in my eyes. For a fish and finger pies in summer. Meanwhile, back behind the shelter in the middle of the roundabout, the pretty nurse is selling poppies from a tray. And though she feels as if she's in a play, she is anyway. In Penny Lane, the barber shaves another customer. We see the banker sitting waiting for a trim. Then the fireman rushes in from the pouring rain. Very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies, I sit and meanwhile back. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies, Penny Lane.
That was Penny Lane, Beatles.
Yeah, it was great. Great request, Mary.
It was. Thank you so much for that, Mary. And so much in that song. My goodness. For 3 minutes. I mean, I'm not really surprised because
I think a lot of their songs are on the shorter side, but they're just packed with so much.
yeah, agreed. And so many different instruments in that. Obviously, we talked about the trumpet, and I think there might have been another brass instrument in there as well. We had, it might have been a cello. I definitely heard a bass. They had a tambourine in there. They had a whistle in there. They had obviously keys in there. It was like just packed with so much stuff and so vibrant, you know, just a complete composition in such a short period of time on a song is so full, so vibrant. And yeah, I loved it. I mean, I did recognize this mostly from the chorus section. But I don't remember paying attention to or hearing that bridge section with the trumpet, which was so well done, and that build. And that was actually where you're reading modeled after Bach.
Yeah, which is really cool.
Paul McCartney was inspired by that. And then
he heard it on like a BBC broadcast or something and was like, we need to use that.
Yeah. David Mason was the person who ended up playing that. Yes. And so he was kind of like, Paul McCartney was like humming it. And then he kind of put it together on the trumpet side of things. So
it's so cool.
We obviously just read briefly. So if you have more insights that you want to add down
I'd love
below,
to learn more about that.
But it was cool because I kind of recognized it because it's very catchy, and obviously it was a very popular Beatles song.
It is very catchy. I feel like this is one that would get stuck in your head.
Yeah. And but at the same time, it wasn't something I paid enough attention to appreciate as much as I do now.
Totally fair. I feel like a lot of the time too, right? Like when your parents are playing something, like you like register it, but you're not like actively interested in listening to it. So it's kind of like you don't get the full experience.
Yeah. And when you put your headphones on and really deep dive and listen to it, you can hear that fullness that I was talking about. Right. So I've really enjoyed this. Not surprising. I like a lot of the Beatles. What about you, Sam? This is your, going down your path on your journey a little bit more.
Yeah. No, I really enjoyed it. Like I said, like I think that it definitely still had that upbeat and uplifting sound to it, but it is like, in my opinion, something that would definitely get like kind of, like I said, stuck in your head and is more of like a kind of catchy, repetitive sound in this versus I feel like some of the other ones are more like free flowing.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting like to see something different from them, but I definitely enjoyed this. And I thought the trumpet solo was really, really cool.
Agreed. So let us know if there's any other insights that you guys got down below.
Yes.
And if there is a suggestion that you want to add in the comments, you can do that as well. Like I said, we have some struggles with the Beatles. I don't know if it's from certain albums that we get restricted on or just specific songs that have licensing issues or what, but hopefully this one is up without any problems because I did see other channels that put it up without any issue. And so I'm thinking, okay, we shouldn't have any problems, but I've had this happen before where other channels put it up and our channel is restricted for some reason. So hopefully by the time you're seeing this, everything's good. If you want to hit the like button, we appreciate that because it helps our video get out further.
So much, guys.
Gets more people introduced to Penny Lane if they haven't heard it before. And we want to keep this music living because it's great music, right?
Keep passing it down the generations.
That's right. So if you want to subscribe as well, hit that button now. Come back tomorrow. We'll see you on our next video. Have a great day.
Thank you for watching.